What's up everybody, Durag back with another video, and let's just jump right in. So today's going to be a quick video breakdown before we drop our next prospect video on Durag BACK, but there was some Suns news recently that kicked off and we do want to talk about it. The Suns hired a former player developmental coach from the Minnesota Timberwolves. His name is Randle. He has an intensive defensive background and he's actually won multiple defensive awards at almost every level. You can look at this as one of two ways as a Suns fan. You can look at this and see that the Suns are focused on a defensive identity and developing Deandre Ayton as a focal point of that defensive identity. Or you can look at this from an alternate angle, that Deandre Ayton will be a key piece in a trade that brings Karl to the Phx Suns. I think that second one is a little bit more fun to talk about. But this is a fascinating question to pose. Ayton's defensive development this year was real, and it was something that not a lot of people expected and was a great thing to see as a Suns fan. A lot of his other categories offensively, they took kind of a step back, but overall I'll take that along with the defensive improvement that we saw this year. However, I do think again it's more fun to talk about this in the alternate point of view, that the Suns are in prime position to offer Deandre Ayton in a trade that would bring Karl to the Phx Suns. Karl, or Cat as you may know him, is literally the greatest shooting big man of all time. There's a few guys who shot better from three than him, but I truly guarantee you that none of them were taking the degree of difficulty that this man is taking. Add on to his ability to dribble the ball and drive to the basket, and he is the most offensively talented big man in the entire NBA. I truly believe that. And for those reasons, I truly think that this trade is a no-brainer. Devin Booker is going into his 6th year, and I do think the Suns are now past a point where waiting on Deandre Ayton to develop is a smart idea. I think capitalizing on what he brings and what he offers is something that the Suns really do need to consider, as Booker's in his prime, and pairing him with not only a great offensive player in Karl, but someone who's also a really good friend of his. I truly don't see any downsides to that. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is Monty Williams and James Jones doubling down on Deandre Ayton and really buying into his strides as a defensive leader? Or do you think that this is Monty Williams and James Jones playing the long game and hoping that one day they'll be able to facilitate a trade between Deandre Ayton and Karl? Leave your comments in the comment section down below, or follow me on Twitter at DuragHoops and we'll be happy to talk about it. Two quick notes here to end the video. The awards for the all defensive team came out today, and there was one Suns player that got a vote, and I'll let you take a guess here. The answer is none of these players. It was Aaron Baines. And let me tell you, Ricky Rubio, Mikal Bridges, and Deandre Ayton certainly deserved all defensive votes in front of Aaron Baines. I truly think that there's something wrong with the award system. It's obviously based on people who don't watch the sport and just media personalities, and that's just so detrimental to these guys. I think Mikal Bridges is legitimately one of the 5 best wing defenders in the league, and the fact that he's not recognized as such is a travesty. In our last bit of Suns news here, Suns great Steve Nash did accept a position to become the Brooklyn Nets head coach, and personally, Nash is one of the main reasons that I'm a Phx Suns fan. I wish that man nothing but the best, but I do think that the optics could have been better amongst his hiring. There was some controversy brought up by Stephen A. Smith, and I do think he brought up valid points. But at the end of the day, we have to see if Steve Nash is going to become the next Steve Kerr and win a championship, or if he's going to become the next Jason Kidd. Till next time, everyone, Durag out.